So I have a question for you. Do you love your wife? Do you love your husband? Before you answer that question, listen to the question. Do you love your wife? Do you love your husband? If your answer is yes, that's the wrong answer. You must not love the person. You must love the value they can bring. What do I mean by that? In one of my motivations of 5 minutes, I gave a quote of the day. And Albert Einstein said, "Don't become a man of wealth, rather become a man of value." Now, that in that statement is the embodiment of why I asked this question. He said, don't try to be a man of wealth, rather be a man of value. This is why you should not love your wife, and this is why you should not love your husband. Because if that person doesn't bring the necessary value to your life, you should not have stepped into a love stage. You should love the value and not the person. You must love the value that they have as a person and not who they are as a person. Example, most people get with you have a football player of someone of wealth, someone that has a lot of money. They will get a female, or the female will get a man who has no value. So now that person is going to devalue everything that you have created that is of value. So you shouldn't love the person, because if you love them without knowing their value, then you will not know the true value of that person. What do I mean by that? In the early stages of you meeting someone, you should get to the point where you are able to identify what they value and what they don't value. Do they value family? Do they not value time? Do they value money? Do they not value self-improvement? Do they value loving? Do they value giving their spouse attention, giving their spouse respect? But we don't seek value. We're so concerned with the body. And now I am 34 years old. Today is June 3rd. I'll be 35 on the 15th. And I realized this whole time I have been creating value. But I was looking at my body, and my body to this world is of no value. But I have to realize that it's not my body. It's the value I add to the world. It's the value I can bring to my environment. So I was too much looking at my natural body, just as the woman is looking at the man's natural body, just as the woman is looking at as the man is looking at the woman's natural body. So we must realize that we must love someone who is of value. And what do I mean by that? Just because she doesn't have money doesn't mean she can't bring value. The ability to be quiet and know that I am not silencing myself, but I'm waiting for the proper time to speak, that is something that's valuable. That means when she does get a chance to speak, she's going to say something that is beneficial, something that is on point, something that is going to directly have something to do with the conversation. Most of the time, women of no value, they talk because they want to prove that they know something, rather than just to let what has naturally happened show their value.